Because I don't like some of how y'all gay. Y'all don't be gaying how I gay.
I like that.
Yeah, we gay different.
We gay different.
We gay different.
Ah.
Yeah.
Mask off. Fucking mask off.
I'm always just like a slut. Like, let me just throw these knees around. Hello.
I'm just dead up. They were so close to your shoulders.
For those.
I feel like if you crossed your legs like this, both your feet would be on the ground. I feel like you can tie your shoes and not bend over. Fashion.
I think I'm done to talk about fashion.
Fashion?
Yeah.
All right, bet.
I fell off. So I feel
your fashion game?
Yeah. Oh yeah. That's why I'm like, we could talk about it because I'm just gonna be over here like, so how do you do this again, Jade?
Yeah, no, I'm
How do you
still
get
trying
dressed?
to. It's I don't know. I don't know.
Great right now.
Thanks.
Like, what are these pants? Like, this
Look
is
at
so
these- look at my
fucking
pants.
cool. You're so cool. Like the chain and everything.
Let me tell you something. This right here be saving me every night that I am wasted on somebody's boulevard.
I want
knowing that this can't.
Ooh. Yes. Knees. Oh my god.
Like, it ain't going nowhere.
She learned that on TikTok. Also, we're talking about TikTok on my channel. Anyways.
So you feel like you can't dress right now?
Nah, not really. I feel like I just don't care.
It be that part.
It's
like when you're in the middle of getting dressed and you're like, oh yes. Then you're like, but
why?
yeah.
It's so hard to figure out why. I'm like, look, I'm just
going to Dollar Tree.
Truly.
For what? But at the same time, when you go days consecutively looking bummy,
Yeah.
that's also not good for the self-esteem.
How did you learn that? Like, how did you figure out that, like, clothing is what made you feel better, like, about your self-esteem and stuff?
Probably when my mom was putting me in lavender mini skirts in 7th grade. I was like, bitch, this is not it. I feel terrible. I want to cry.
Are there photos of this? I want to see some old, like,
I don't know.
like middle school, high school photos.
I don't be having photos like that from like when I was a child, for real.
No.
My parents were not.
They didn't take photos like
takers.
that.
No, I had to bet. You know, like when you're in school and you can get the printouts of your like class photos and stuff.
Yeah.
You can get like a booklet. You can get the wallets.
Yes.
My parents would get like the one that's gonna go on the credenza. No more.
Like the different packets, they got the basic.
Yeah, every time. Sometimes a special order less.
They called in. It's like, is there a lower rate? We just want the tiniest, smallest one. Just the one.
You don't even gotta edit it.
We don't see.
You don't need to take another background.
No. They don't even have you ready. They
My
just
eyes are
shuffle
closed
you
in the
in.
photo. They're like, this is fine.
A fly through the. That's terrible. That's terrible.
I just feel better when I like how I look. I also feel like as a queer person, I feel like so much of my childhood, I just could not live out the aesthetic that I wanted for myself. And so now that I'm an adult and have adult money and I can buy my own stuff and get dressed and it don't matter because I'm so old. Like, I feel like I just do that. And it feels nice.
That makes sense.
Feeding the inner child.
Yeah. Oh wow. So shopping is feeding your inner child and putting yourself together.
That's what I like to say.
That's
That's how I justify it. What was your like entry to fashion? Or to like clothing?
Yeah, it was always thrift stores. So like when I was in high school, I would go to, like, I didn't have a lot of money. I never really had a lot of money and all this stuff. And so I started going to all the thrift stores around my area in Vallejo, California. It was shitty stuff, but I liked trying to make an outfit work. Like I liked the challenge. I'd buy stuff and I'm like, I can make this. I can make this into something. And I couldn't often. Like, it was terrible. Like, the first time I ever got stitches, actually, I was up at like 2 a.m. trying to make some shorts out of these like really stupid pair of pants. I like cut through my finger at like 2:30 in the morning. I was staying with my grandmother and I screamed and she came running in. I was like, what happened? And then she like took me to ER to get stitches.
Because you were making shorts.
I was trying to make shorts. I never wore the shorts. I never finished. There was just blood everywhere and I like walked away. But I loved thrift stores when I was growing up and I liked like how weird, like I was known in high school for wearing like really weird, like just ridiculous, not really good, but just like weird outfits. nothing changed, you know. I just grew up and.
Well, so you became a model.
I did.
And then you're wearing like.
Yeah.
The top dollar.
True. Yeah.
How did your sense of fashion like mature and evolve over time?
I love that you believe that it did. That's really sweet and kind.
I mean, time did pass.
It did. So after high school and then after like I went to college, and I still really liked to shop at like Buffalo Exchange and Crossroads and like a lot of like exchange stuff, because I really liked looking one of a kind. Even if it wasn't like perfect or on trend, I liked looking like no one would ever dress
no one would
like
ever
that.
wear that.
Yeah, exactly. I really took a lot of pride in like none of you would ever wear this.
Only one who
and
would
they're like, you're
that.
Right. Yeah. Yep. I think I'm also just such a Bay Area person. Like there's such a like crunchiness to the way that we get dressed.
People from the Bay are like, we don't
claim you.
We don't claim this. We don't claim this energy.
I liked the recycledness, the like thriftedness, the like my favorite thing is that shirt, like the barbershop shirt. Yeah. Because it's just like you will never see that anywhere. So I've always kind of had like a grunginess, a crunchiness to the way that I got dressed. And I still feel that now, and I do plan on cleaning it up, but it's just money. Like, and there's, you know.
You ever buy fake shit?
Not really. I don't need to prove, like I don't want to like pretend that things are real. Mm-hmm. Yeah. Why? Do you?
I don't think I've ever bought anything fake knowing it was fake. Mm-hmm. And I think the fake thing that I knew was fake is probably like a Party City wig.
Oh.
That was made out of armadillo back. Like it's not.
You said armadillo back?
My family, they were just super poor. Mm-hmm. Like my mom used to tell me this is not funny.
Okay, I'm not gonna laugh.
She told me that like they were just so poor back. This is not funny. No. They were so poor. Like back in the day, they would just play underneath the house with whatever animal was there. I said, whatever animal? What do you mean? What? Did you know what it was? What? This is not funny. This is not funny. Whatever animal, like just whatever that was down there crawling. Like, that could have been Uncle Johnny for all I know.
No.
Or that bitch from Barbarian. With her titty.
Get smacked by a titty.
Okay. That's where they began.
Okay.
And so now
proud
that
of
they've
your family. Yes,
they've
exactly.
Made it to a good old middle class family in Virginia. And so I feel like they like their nice things now. Like they like to take care of themselves. They like their name brands.
Yeah, and
they rubbed off.
Do you think that designer stuff is worth it?
For y'all that can't dress, no.
Also, I can't really speak too much as like, I just said that I'm crunchy as fuck, but like, that is true though. People will just put on all this designer shit and it's like, I look expensive, but it's like, but you don't look good.
Do you remember that like that 2 to 3 year sprint where influencers were just like purposely dressing horribly? We need to let it go by.
Yeah, fair.
There's always an emergency when we film.
Truly.
I hope they're okay, I guess.
And we're good.
Okay. But yeah, no, we're good.
Okay. There was a period when they were dressing horribly.
Yeah, like I just remember watching like Coachella, like seeing Coachella fits and being like, who is dressing you? JoJo Siwa? What is happening?
Oh man, JoJo Siwa's house is one of the most frustrating places. Like, adore her on so many levels, proud of all that she's done, but like her house pisses me off. It angers and frustrates me.
Why?
In a way. It's just so like my head hurts thinking about it.
Is it a lot of color?
It's a lot of color, but it's just like it's like a unicorn threw up. Kind of. It's like have you ever been to a rainforest cafe?
Yes, I have.
JoJo Siwa's house frustrated me.
Is she animatronics?
I wouldn't be surprised. But she's great, and and also it's so weird that like when she cut her hair, people started acting so differently towards her. It was like
say something.
Go ahead. Okay.
I'm not about to like just start going up for people just because they're gay.
Oh, okay.
I feel like I'm not doing that anymore.
That's fair.
So I don't know. I don't know JoJo Siwa. All I've seen is the hairstyles.
Yeah.
And what appears to be a really fugly house. When Caitlyn Jenner came out, trans. Oh, I made a whole video. Now, the worst. Caitlyn Jenner's the worst.
Absolutely.
Also, any picture, you go to Google Images right now, you look at a picture of Caitlyn Jenner, everyone looks like a Madame Tussauds wax figure. Every single one. But unless you're like, got some sense in black, I'm probably not about to go out for you just because you come out as gay.
Oh yeah. No, I mean there's so many of us. There's so many queer people out in the world, and so like you don't get a cookie for saying that you are queer.
Yeah.
That's not like, or the more like less cookie, like it doesn't mean that we get along or like we're supposed to like you.
Let's see what you do with the gay first. Let's see how you treat it.
Yeah. I also just don't like people. Maybe I shouldn't. Just
That's fair.
I think that is a thing that like it's easier to say now. Like when you're invited to queer events, do you feel like you have to like be super friendly to people just because everybody's gay?
I do feel that that's how people in those places feel.
Yeah. What do you mean?
I don't return the energy. I'd be like, 6 feet. But
it's
no,
like,
I get
I don't care. Like, so is everybody.
Like,
we're all queer. Like, most of us are queer. It's just like, how far have you figured your shit out? Like,
yeah. Because I don't like some of how y'all gay. Y'all don't be gaying how I gay.
I like that.
Yeah, we gay different.
We gay different.
We gay different.
I also just keep looking at myself and I'm like, God, I look good today. This is
just
nice.
Extra brown, like hot chocolate. Home for the holidays. We are the two chestnuts roasting on the fire. Anyway, we're still talking about clothes.
I completely forgot. Yeah.
I don't even know what. I think I was telling a story about my poor mom or something.
Oh no! And you said not to laugh, and then I giggled a little bit.
This is not funny. What? I definitely did.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
It's okay. She cool. She good now.
Well, now she has designer shit. We were talking about
designer.
Exactly.
Is it worth it?
Yeah. She's made her. I mean, if she started off like in under the house, then her now having her designer
White
shit.
House black market. Yes, absolutely. I feel like there are people that buy designer and think that just because you're buying designer, that means you can dress, and y'all be the ones that be looking terrible.
Yeah,
y'all
and then
the
it's
culprits.
Just like you spent all that money to still look
bad.
Yeah, I do now like to invest into things though. Like, so it's like, I'm not really, I don't like wearing designer just to wear it. Like, I like the idea of like spending a lot of money on something that is made by people who give a fuck about the planet too. So that like black and brown people who really invest, like there's these jeans, oh my God, I gotta look them up again. There's these jeans by this man in New York, and he's been making all the like rock stars jeans for like since like the 80s. And they're like $300, but it's like really, really special. And I'm like, I will buy these $300 jeans and wear them forever. And that's designer. Like that's a designer. It's like an artist. So I guess that's my approach now in fashion. It's like I wanna buy from artists.
Yeah. I think it's the why. It's the why that matters. Like I think that's the appeal of independent designers.
Yeah.
Is you're thinking about the same things I'm thinking about, and you're actually doing it. I think we should pay people who are going to go through the trouble of doing the thing that you're lazy ass. Let me not call you lazy. I'm not trying to call y'all lazy. Or me. I'm lazy. I'll call myself lazy. That my
We're
lazy
all
ass
lazy.
won't do.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like, am I going to try and find manufacturers? Am I going to sit here and come up with CAD designs? Am I going to sit here and like hand sew and do all this stuff? No, but you are.
The funny thing is you are though.
I mean, I'm trying to learn.
Which is so fucking cool. Like when she releases this like new thing that you're working on, I will invest in having a piece of yours as an artist. And I think that that's like how I view fashion now. It's like, yeah, designer shit is cool. And I like, there are some designers that I want to buy into, but like I'm not buying it just to be like, I got this designer. I'm buying it because I want to support this artist.
Yeah.
And like I want to wear their art on my body. Like I want art in my house. Like yeah.
Speaking of buying things just to buy them, trends.
Yeah. Oh fuck. That's good.
Is there a trend right now that you don't like?
You go first because I gotta think about it.
Balenciaga.
I mean, yeah. I mean all the child like exploitation, the child like pornography and all the shit that's coming out about the brand, like that it should be enough for people to be like, nah, I'm good.
Yeah, because if y'all wanted oversized blazers, you could have went to Men's Warehouse. Like the shit y'all be buying from Balenciaga, it be given Amazon, It be given Men's Warehouse. It be given Big and Tall.
Yeah.
It be given Sam's Club. It be given Costco. Like, I see it. I see what the girls are doing. I see what the girls are wearing, and it's just so void of like innovative design to me.
Yeah.
And uniqueness.
Mm-hmm.
You know?
Yeah.
It feels almost like sometimes if they put shit out and I'm like, really? Like, they'll put something else like laughable.
Yeah, well, I will say that is one of the things that I did like about Balenciaga, is that like they were making joke clothing that was kind of funny, because I really do think that of all generations, Gen Z loves jokes. So like if they're catering to like Gen Z, like to make jokes of clothing is kind of fun. Like we're all walking memes in some way, and like I liked that, but like I don't like that they are abusing their power in ways that are like scary. Yeah. So yeah, I mean, outside of that.
Also, what you just said, Balenciaga, a luxury brand
For
catering to Gen Z. The things that the kids are up against now. Because when I tell you I was wearing the finest at Target, Miss Momo, or whatever that brand was, like the finest Land's End,
yes.
the finest
North Face,
yes, like Champion that Walmart could buy. Like nobody was buying luxury when I was in high school.
Yeah, but the kids not. Oh,
they be having Balenciaga trainers.
Yeah.
It's wild. Like I was watching a vlog of this mom, and she was talking about how her like 14-year-old daughter wanted a pair of Rick Owens. And I'm not faulting the kid for wanting a pair of Rick Owens. I just think that it's wild that teenagers are asking their parents for $1,000 sneakers. Mm-hmm. That's wild.
It is wild. Say I had a kid, and my kid came to me and asked for Rick Owens, I'd be like, you need to show that like this is.
I'm sorry.
Yeah, that's your reaction. I'm sorry. That's your reaction. Yeah. I love that.
You're like, come here right now. Come here. Come here.
Will you be my kid's godparent?
Yes.
Really?
Yes.
That's amazing. Okay. Because, yeah, I would sit there and intellectualize the whole thing. Like, do some, like, charts and stuff, and you'd be like, no.
Yeah. No.
No.
Why would you? Absolutely not. No.
It's just no.
I'm mad that you asked me that. Yeah. I'm mad that you thought about asking me and decided that you still wanted to do it, and then you did it.
There was consideration in this, and you still said yes. I'm gonna do
like
this.
You said, I want $1,000 sneakers, and I'm gonna ask someone else to pay for them for me.
Yeah.
The one who,
No. Yeah. God, I'm gonna be a pushover as a parent.
You want the black leather ones? You want the canvas?
But that is stupid. Like it's like these. It's because the kids. It's just for trends. Like they just want to show off, and like that's feeding into ego, and that's feeding into all these things that happen in high school that are unnecessary. And like
yeah. But at the same time, it's very real.
Yeah. And
so even though you're never getting these shoes off of my black dollars, I have to consider the fact that like.
You're going to school and
like bullying is a weird thing. You know, people do walk around with these on, so I have to understand why.
Yeah.
You want them.
So then, what do you say, knowing like that's the environment?
Fuck no. First. Second of all,
fuck no.
It's an absolute hell no. And I think what I would do. I would offer. I'd be like, if you can make on your own half the money for a pair, I will cover the other half.
I feel like, that's a good deal. Like, you have to learn how to work for the money that you need to get the things that you want. Because
then I'm going to reiterate, when it's time to walk up to the checkout and get them, hand over all the money that you just worked hard for. And that's only half. That's only half.
Yeah.
So think about the true value of, I think that's what it is. That's what great. I want to instill in my kids is value.
Yeah.
Understand the value in your own money.
Yeah.
And the true value in things that you want.
Yeah, like I don't think designer things are bad. Like I think that you shouldn't wear all designer. Like I think we should take these things seriously. Like these are important pieces of art that were made in hopefully really good ways, and that's why they're expensive. And so like, if you're investing into like a pair of sneakers that you're gonna wear for the next 10 years or whatever, you're gonna wear for a while, like how long are you planning on wearing these things? How much value do they really have? Or is it just you're wearing it because you want to show people that you got it? And if you are, think about your ego. Like why do you need people to know what you're like, that you got it? Like why do you need that validation so bad? Like what would happen if you didn't get it? Would you still feel good about yourself? Like You know, like,
yeah,
I am interested now in fashion, like after, you know, dabbling in all these different things and modeling and stuff. I'm interested in having like my looks, like my
like uniforms.
Yeah, I've been trying for so long
to get a capsule wardrobe.
Yeah, I just want my like thing. I just want my thing so bad. Like you were talking about makeup earlier and like how you wanted your like looks, and I can't wait to like hit the moment where I'm like, these are my evening looks, these are my day looks, these are my weekend looks, and that's just it, and that's how I show up every time. This is my travel look. Like I'm a Barbie doll. Like I want to be a fucking Barbie doll with my looks. Damn it.
I like that.
Yeah. Okay.
I feel like my opinion on my body changes so much that it's hard for me to think about really keeping it to a capsule wardrobe.
I also love capsule wardrobe. Is that like what people call it?
Yeah, I think it's when you have like your set pants, your set shirts, your set, you know, things, and you just kind of like
I love that.
rotate them out.
But you said your body changes, and that's why you wouldn't go for.
It's like sometimes I'm in. Also, gender plays a big role too. It's like sometimes I want like put me in my baggy shit, put me in my like my skater like West Coast shit, and then sometimes I'm like put me in a crispy white button down.
Yeah.
With a nice slack and like a boot. Like literally today, I wore
every time you say
story.
boot, it's like the best word.
I fucking love boots.
Oh my god.
And the word boots, even the word boots is gay. It's fashion and it's gay.
I love hearing you say boot. Ugh.
But yeah, like I like looking dapper, and then I like looking like pretty, and then you know. So it's hard because I have a lot of fun with fashion.
Yeah.
I think that's like a privilege to be able to like have fun with clothing and getting dressed, because a lot of people hate to shop and a lot of people hate to get dressed and like try things on, and I get it, I do, but like once you get past that, playing with clothes is so fun. Like playing with your like aesthetic, trying different things out, it's so fun.
It is. And you've gotten so like over the years, like your approach to fashion has changed a lot. Like the way, because I was just thinking about you in that red outfit that Jaden made. Like that was so like different, and how'd you feel wearing? Because it was like femme and like androgynous, and this is the most Leo shit I think I've ever said on this channel, but I really enjoy seeing how many types of looks I can pull off. Like it's nice knowing like, oh yeah, I can do that, or like, oh yeah, I can do that. And to feel comfortable in different aesthetics in your gender, but also like in the expression itself. Like that's the whole fun part. That makes sense. That makes a lot of sense.
I feel like queer people, we have a lot of opportunity to just do whatever. Because people look at us, don't know which way is what anyway.
I mean, it's so funny, like in thinking about gender and fashion, like I wasn't even thinking about this when we started this conversation, because like I walk through the world now and like people, like twice today I've had like, what up brother, like literally. And I'm like, okay, I don't want to speak really because I don't want to give it away sometimes, because I'm like, hi, like hello, how's your morning or whatever, you know. I think that fashion, like what I wear dictates how people literally like engage with me outside. And so it's such an identity. Like every morning when I wake up and I get dressed, I have to like think about who I want to be seen as, and like be prepared for whatever that means. Like if I walk outside and I'm wearing something femme, most people see a trans person, which I am, and like that is a different lived experience than just being like a boy to everybody. So I
will say I'm grateful for the West Coast, because I don't think if I hadn't lived on the West Coast and been able to not think about what I'm wearing before I leave, like I have no idea what my presentation would be right now.
You've always told me that in the DMV, like it's about the fashion. It's about the clothes.
I haven't lived in the DMV area since 2015, so y'all let me know if y'all from there, and you can let me know, give me the update. But as far as I'm concerned, whenever I will go out, like people are definitely looking at what you're wearing. They're looking at your labels. They're looking at what shoes you got on. I mean, people used to get capped just for like Jordan releases, like back in the day, you know? And so I feel like it's just let me look at what you got on type of place.
Yeah. Like, still probably was what it was like when I was growing up. I'm just so fucking weird. Like, I'm comfortable being like, ugh. Like, I'll never forget. It was like senior weekend at Berkeley, and I was there with all the other seniors, and I had these like really like, they were dirty Vans. They were dirty Vans. Whatever. They were dirty Vans. They were blue and yellow, which are the school colors, because I'm corny.
That's great.
There was a group of boys. I knew that they were talking about me. First, they were talking about that I was like cute or something. That conversation lasted like an hour. They started talking about my shoes. And I had never experienced that level of like roasting before. Like, I could just hear them. They just kept coming up with new funny things to say about my sneakers that were dirty and Vans. And
were they thrifted? That was the crust. It's okay. It's okay.
Okay.
You gone so far.
I have. I really have. I mean, have I? Like, these are the shoes that I walk around with.
Them things is crispy.
Yeah, they are. They're bad.
But that's the thing. You're supposed to wear your stuff.
You're
supposed to wear your... Think about this. This blows my mind. Back in the day, the women of the house would make all of the clothes.
That's also so wild.
They would make all of the clothes.
That is wild as fuck. Cause like,
and
wow.
it's I hate like having things in my closet that have the tags on them. I haven't like had that in a while, so I'm happy about it. But like, it just feels so wasteful to me because someone made that.
Yeah.
Someone took time to make that, and they probably didn't get paid that well to do it. So wear your shit. Like, get your cost per wears up. You know, if you're gonna spend the money on the Balenciaga, wear that thing 278 days out of the year.
Has anything changed how you shop with like all these conversations of fast fashion?
Absolutely.
How so?
I love the feeling of when I buy something and I take it out of the packaging and it feels good. It looks better than it did on the website. Like, you put it on and you're like, oh, this is everything.
Yeah.
And that's why I don't shop fast fashion.
Oh, wow.
And so it's like, I know I put a lot of thought into the things that I buy before I buy them. Like, it took a minute for me to like, to get these.
So, I love those. Those
Thanks.
are so fucking cool.
And so it's like, I want to be able to know that I can wear it multiple ways, know that I'm not going to get tired of it after a year, know that I'm not buying it because it's a trend. And that's a lot of the reason why I tend to just stray away from fast fashion. It's also just like, I feel like fast fashion makes it hard to shop.
Because it's too much shit.
It's like too much stuff.
Yeah.
It's everything is like regurgitated, and it's
or like stolen from designers. Like completely stolen from other designers.
Completely stolen, and it's just like I don't want. And then you just be looking like every other bitch.
Yeah. Also
like everybody got the same Shein top 10. Everybody got the same like Amazon finds. Like literally go on any of the platforms and they'll tell you exactly what to buy, and people buy it.
Yeah.
And so similar to old you, I just want to have like a more unique shopping experience.
Yeah. Fast fashion, needing to post often, needing new fits every time.
No.
Needing new looks every time, needing to always show up on the gram with like a new thing. I just got this new thing. Check out my new outfit. Come on now, get into this.
It's a trap, and it's all capitalism, and it got you spending your money that you may not have.
Ooh. I loved it. We have a new theme song. That's the new theme song. Fuck the like.
It's so come on. I don't know what that is.
I liked it.
I dated a girl once who told me, and she was a singer, and she told me, like, with her full chest, she was like, "You got a Stevie Wonder thing going on," and I was like, I don't know if that's a insult to Stevie Wonder or a compliment to me or an insult to me. I don't know.
I feel like Stevie Wonder is one of the most renowned musicians.
I thought so.
So that's a good thing, right?
I just didn't know how to take it.
Yeah, needing to post often, like needing to find a new fit. Like I want more people to release themselves from the shackles of capitalism, of like needing to present yourself with like new shit every time, especially if that shit is like poorly made. Like, it's not...
If you wear it once.
Yeah, and it falls off of your body while you're walking outside. Like, the shoes are falling apart when you go...
Hold on. We have to say this, though. Just because something is fast fashion doesn't necessarily mean that it's poorly made. Because we got to put respect on the people that are making it.
Fair.
We gotta put their respect on their name.
Yeah.
The conditions in which they are subject to make these things can absolutely influence the quality of the product. But I don't want to shade the designers.
That's fair. Like even the shoes that I just showed, like they're like some like ASOS boots, and I've had them for like 3 years, 3 to 4 years now. And so that's right. That's true. Not shading anybody producing stuff, but it's a lot of this stuff is being thrown away.
Yeah.
A lot of this stuff is making its way into landfills, and like our planet is eroding because of it. And so I think if we all invested into our clothes and if we spent more money on fewer things, then the person who's making these things would have a better working condition, and there'd be we'd have items that can survive for longer. And so yeah, and I don't know, and then it's we're all wearing people's art. It's you put your heart and your soul into these things that we're wearing, and I'm walking through the earth wearing somebody's art that they put love into, and that feels nice. And so yeah. I'm sure we can talk about fashion in different ways.
We're gonna be getting dressed more this year.
Okay.
Or I guess next year, 2023.
I want to do a lookbook so bad. A real, to make it artistic.
Yeah.
And pretty. Yeah.
Absolutely.
Because you like lookbooks. You like watching them on YouTube, right?
I do. I just love a fit. I love a fit. Oh, I have to give a shout out to this Instagram. 2 Instagrams.
Okay.
Our Souls. It's a mask queer presenting women's site. So if you're into streetwear and you want some fits, more masculine aligned side of things, absolutely check that out.
It's amazing.
Instagram will be down below. Another Instagram that you got to check out. I'm taking a little break from smoking right now, but I just had to put on my homegirl Sierra Royal Roses rose petal wraps.
Those are the rose petals.
Nice.
Okay. Yeah. Those are fire. Yeah.
Down in the description. Once again, another person making art.
Dang, I wish I had my shout outs prepared. How about this? I'm going to leave a little note to my future self. So, future self, I want to make a shirt. I want to learn how to sew and create my shirt. And so finish that project whenever you can. I love you. Okay.
Cool.
Done.
And that's a wrap.
Bye.
Ooh, in the comments, let us know about a queer aesthetic that is not for you.
Wait, what's yours? What's your answer?
There's this very particular type of femme where the makeup is not great. And she exclusively shops at the Shein's and just anything that's a dress that's always doing a little bit too much. A little bit too much. It's giving cheapy a little too much. I would say that. I would say that. The eyebrows be a little too dark. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And the shoe choices, I don't think that was the one. It'd be a wedge.
The wedge. Oh.
Yeah. The toes go over.
So I'm thinking about gay men fashions that are not for me.
The WeHo aesthetic.
The WeHo aesthetic. The whole thing.
The WeHo aesthetic.
I always feel so out of place in WeHo. It is not. It's it's the tight jean or the shorts, and then
always
that.
With the shorts.
It's that top that doesn't have a side. It's just a top, but there's no sides to it. It's just confetti over your nipples and the back. It doesn't. It has nothing here. Yeah. And then it gets smaller and smaller for the more buff you get. It's just through
a
here.
SpongeBob tank top and crew socks up here with the sneaker.
You were limber as fuck.
Yeah. When did white gay men get the role of having the most taste? When did that stereotype start?
Is that really what? Oh wow, that is a trope
gay
in
men,
movies. Yeah. Damn.
Who started that?
I don't.
It was probably Paris. What's his name? The guy with the blog.
Oh, Perez Hilton.
Perez Hilton.
I liked Perez Hilton's graphic design. That was such a very specific. It was branded well.
It was.
I have memberships. She has Patreons. We're going to Bali.
There's an exclusive on the pages right now. Yeah. If you want to go to Bali with us and look fashionable and cute, May 2023. The link is in the description.
Yeah.
And we'll see y'all soon.
Yeah.
On Arrow's channel.
We're gonna talk about TikTok. Bye.
Bye.